Hey guys, Adam from Hookset Brothers Combat Recovery. This video is going to be a little bit different than what we normally post. Normally we're showing you guys as combat veterans we're taking out on hunting and fishing trips to kind of aid in their own recovery and giving back to them for all their sacrifices. This video is going to be about me. I went personally hunting myself after sitting all season long with guys, and it was a moment to kind of reflect on what had just happened in our family. We lost the patriarch of our family. My grandfather passed away in November, just a couple days shy of his birthday and Veterans Day, which he served in the United States Navy.
Although this year I have a broken heart, it gives me hope and joy as I remember where you are. You're with the Son of God, you're with the Prince of Peace, you're with the one we're celebrating, and that thought amazes me. Sometimes
He was everything to me. He was basically my father figure growing up, showing me to do all the things I needed to do as a man and as a father and just an outdoorsman. He taught me to fish, taught me to hunt, taught me to shoot. My grandfather was always there. Holidays were huge for him. He loved getting the family together. He loved good food. Family's everything to everybody. You can lean on them during the hard times. You can ask them advice. One of my fondest memories of my grandfather is just, when I was at Fort Hood, he lived in De Leon, Texas, just an hour north, and, I would go there on the weekends and just sit there and talk with him. We wouldn't do anything outrageous. We wouldn't do anything beyond just sitting on the back porch and, talking about life and my future goals and my dreams and, just my worries and my fears. But my grandfather was always there. Growing up, we'd do everything from going to the mountains as a family, and he loved to cook. Liver and onions was his favorite meal. So we all toughed it out with a big old glass of buttermilk. But this hunt was in honor of him. I got to hunt with him as a child growing up, and it's something I didn't really pick up a huge passion for until just recently, where we started taking combat veterans on hunts. And when he passed away, the one thing I wanted to do was, not only spend more time with the men in our family, but I had asked my grandmother for the rifle that he hunted with. And I just recently got it. It was a 1943 British 303 that my grandfather hunted with. And I just got to put my hands on it just recently. Normally I'm a bow hunter, but this was special to me to be able to hunt with something my grandfather had, and hunted with something he harvested animals with and provided for his family. So it was very important for me to shoot a deer with it this year. And the story is amazing about the hunt. Didn't do a lot of video because it was a personal hunt for me, and there's a lot of things that I wanted to keep private for the hunt itself. The rifle was amazing. It dropped 2 deer. The first deer I shot about 1 inch below the heart, and the deer ran forever.
this one's for you, Grandpa. Yes, I got him. I think it's slow. He's gonna run.
That deer ran 700 yards uphill to a flat on a ridge, and we tracked the blood trail, great blood trail. For a 303, I thought that deer should have just dropped in its spot. But we tracked it, and about 700 yards up the hill, we looked right, and there was these other bucks, beautiful high mainframe 8, high rack, tight, that I've been in love with that kind of rack forever. You know, I seen it and I just knew that I needed to harvest that animal as well. So I shot one more time and that buck dropped, and that deer dropped right away.
is knowing where you are, 'cause you're with the Son of God.
But we continued on tracking this other animal well into the night. That deer ran forever. But we found that deer.
Stalking with your name, oh God.
So I was able to harvest 2 deer, and they're very important to me. I'm gonna shoulder mount those deer just because the emotion attached to the whole hunt. We were able to go out to West Texas. Big thanks to Trey Rowland and TDR Services. They lease the land and they allow us to bring the veterans there.
Making angels with you in the snow.
You know, I had asked if I can do my personal hunt there this year, and like I said, the hunt was special to me. The entire time sitting in the blind, I was just constantly thinking of my grandfather. The good times we had, and you know, every moment in life that he was there for me and there for my family. Didn't have the greatest upbringing, not any bad thing on my mom, because my mom did her best she could as a single mother most of my life. But I was always constantly missing a father figure, and my grandfather was that. So I'm glad to share this story with you. I'm glad to share the hunt with you. Just realize that, you know, we as combat veterans are struggling. Our organization is doing the best they can. We do as much as we can, but we're people too. You know, we have our lives that we're struggling through. We have things that happen in our lives, and you know, we do such an amazing job at putting our lives aside and making sure that other combat veterans are getting taken care of as well. So all I gotta say is, if you're struggling, reach out to us. We'll do everything in our power to provide you a hunt or a fishing trip to just show you that there's peace in the outdoors. And this trip that I went on for my grandfather was peace. I was able to say my official goodbyes to my grandfather, said a prayer in the blind, and I got to harvest 2 amazing animals with the rifle he hunted with. And I was always cherished this trip, and one day I'll be able to hand this rifle down to my own son and share the stories and the love that my grandfather had for me, my grandfather had for our entire family. So I miss you, Grandpa. I'm always thinking of you. And I hope you continue to watch from us from above. Love you.